So, yeah, like I said, just, I want to have a good, decent garrison in each of these provinces. So, one general, a couple light cavalry, at least one archer, one heavy infantry, and a couple light infantry. Or really, you want to get 2 heavy infantry and then a couple light infantry if possible. In fact, I should move one of these federal or federal infantry up. So I'm going to put them in here, and then just spread these guys out so that everyone one of us have the same in each of these garrisons. And really you have to tinker with it and figure out which garrison works best for you for defense. And ideally, because really that's what you're doing. You're just going to defend. You can't really advance. You could advance. I mean, this is Sirmium, and it's a pretty weak garrison, comparatively. But the thing is, how you can't really advance because you need to secure your base. So you need to take all of the isles, the British Isles. You need to retake these Western Roman rebels, who are both in Gaul and in Spain, and and then you also need to finish off the Berbers, who they're this weak. In fact, look at this guy. There's one little army, and it'll be like light infantry and then a couple peasants. So really weak. In fact, God, now I need to ramp up the defense of this city. So pain in the butt. But yeah, I mean, there's nothing. It's fairly easy. It's fairly straightforward. I have a positive income. I got these enemies, but they're going to be on the run pretty quickly. So I'm just not worried. We'll see what happens. Well, this is the aftermath, and not quite what I wanted, but oh well. At least I weakened them enough. Okay, this is the end of turn 8. Let's see. Nothing as usual going on up here, so gotta wait. Laying siege. I got my 2 generals I want to kill in a separate army, and my main force in this army. So it's curious what will happen. There's basically there's a weakened horde. In fact, there's the 2 hordes which I basically decimated. They're combined into one, and then another Frankish horde. So I think the Franks only had 3 hordes to begin with. So I should kind of on the winning, I'm on the upper streak there. The remnants of the armies that are moving to the front, they're catching up, so they should be joining, with my guys at Samaral Briva. Curious thing is Campus Frizzi. I guess the general had very low loyalty because he ended up joining the Roman rebel empire, or the Western Roman rebels. So I needed to go take his butt out. Because Frankie rebelled, of course, so it's because they're pagan, but they decided to turn rebel. So just laying siege to them. Luckily the army was kicked out, so I'll just lay siege to them, and hopefully I can wear them down, or who knows what. Let's see, laying siege. So I got red and blue faces, and the reason why is because I put them at like 70% loyalty. So I'm sitting pretty, or pretty. In other words, I'm not worried at all about my funds. Here's a funny thing: this formations who have gone horde. Here they come. They're on their way to Aquincum. I'm hoping they'll siege Aquincum, and then I can decimate them against my city walls. So my leader's there too, so that should really do it. Other than that, using my ambassadors to explore. Got guys moving, and I've been able to build a couple different marketplaces, and even a port. So, don't worry about anything else. Worry about money first. So, and that's the end of turn 8. Alright, so this should be the end of turn 9. I've moved out most of the guys from Ibercum. It's mostly Christian now, so it's pacified. And this place should be Christian as well, or mostly Christian by now. It's still got this weak garrison, so Not too worried about that. I'm running out of guys back here. I'm luckily pulling in 4,000 gold a month, or a turn, but still, it's I need more money. I got a skeleton of an army right here, so and there's this horde which is coming for me. So, and I don't know, I kind of I decided to aggressively attack Samurai Riva, so we'll see what happens. But every time they send an army against me, I'm able to defeat it. So it's been going for me. Campus Friesi, just sent a peasant to go harass them, and Vicus Frankie, more than likely, because they're pagan, so they're rebelling as well. But just sit and wait, and then Vicus Alemani, of all places. But probably the same thing, that they were pagan and decided to rebel. So I got the garrison there just laying siege, and I'm just shuffling guys around really by this point. Trying to grasp at the straws. So don't think, like I said, this is very hard, very hard. This is not, it may seem easy, but just my experience doing it. Here's a Summation horde. So he is poised. He's got a nearly full stack army. I mean, he can go for any of these places. And he may just go for Aquincum, since that's closer. Although he would have to get around these two rivers to get to me. But they usually go for there. I don't think they go for... Well, I didn't take Campus Makar Marco Manni last time, so this is kind of new territory I'm in. And as like I said too, this is new for me to go totally Christian and to put all the generals at the front. So, and like I said, the reason why I'm doing it is because I know places are going to rebel, but these cities are like banks in a way. It's just, they have a lot of money there, so I want to get that money. I want to get, access to that wealth, and use it to help my guys. So that's why I'm not, worried about, decimating, my infrastructure in the process, because, I don't feel I am really. And, I'm not having any generals in these back places because, it's just too much trouble to try and move them around and this and that, and it's better to move them to the front. So, I believe that is it. Hey, Creative Assembly, why does my game keep doing this? And by the way, why was one of my generals just an archer unit? Although this ending, I can't complain with. Okay, so this must be the end of turn 9. Laid siege to the town, and looks like the Western Ruin rebels they're moving a small army down south for whatever reason. Maybe they're going to try to take the Irish over here. Anyways, there's only a general left, and so still I got weak guys. I got more than him, but still, it's when you got a general, generals are tough, as you guys should know by now. And especially he's got 12, so it's he won't exactly be a pushover, but yeah.
Imperator!
Reinforce this little mess here, and I finally got siege engineer in the works. So yes, all right. The other reason why you want to put all the generals together is because the generals they replenish their forces. And they are, they're heavy cavalry, so they really do a number on the enemy. It's like, so it's a perfect, advanced weapon to have against a lot of these weaker opponents too. So and their numbers replenish. So, really that's why you want to, just get them all to the front and as quickly as possible, because then guess what? You have an automatic army of heavy cavalry.